Hey creators, I'm Ben from your favorite AI duo, Basira and Ben. And today, we're in the workshop to settle one of the biggest questions we get. Do you really need a fancy camera to start a YouTube channel? Or is your phone enough? Welcome. Let's get this out of the way. Expensive doesn't always mean better. In fact, some of the biggest creators started with just a smartphone. If you're thinking of dropping $1,000 on gear before posting your first video, watch this first.
That's true, Ben. Smartphones are really good now. But in the studio, I love this bad boy.
Here's the lowdown. Smartphones. Pros. You already own it. Portable. It's always with you. Cons. Not great in low light, video quality. DSLR mirrorless. Pros. High quality image, lens flexibility, depth of field, cinematic. Cons. Expensive, bulky, learning curve. Action cameras, like GoPro. Pros. Super portable, great stabilization. Cons. Wider fixed angle, not ideal in low light. So you can get a good comparison, we took 3 different popular models of cameras out into the field and filmed the exact same scene on standard settings. We took the iPhone 15, a popular smartphone, a compact mirrorless, the Sony ZV-1, and for the action camera, we're using a DJI Action 4.
That's a good test. I'm looking forward to seeing this.
We shopped around and found the iPhone and Sony coming out at a similar price, and the Action 4 at half the price of the other two. So how is it going to perform? We're not including a bigger mirrorless camera today, as we don't think they're suitable for starting out. So let's begin with the DJI. Now action cameras will not be great at close-ups, and their depth of field means everything in the background is in focus, but it has good color. The Sony has the flower in focus, and the background is a softer focus. Great colors on the Sony. The iPhone again. Good focus on the plant. It steadies the image too. However, we have to grade it for it to look its best. If you're editing with a MacBook, this may not be such a problem. Super clear image. All the cameras are filming in 4K. Here they are side by side. Let's zoom in to look at the detail. The flower was moving in the breeze, so may not be as sharp as a static object, but the iPhone handled it really well. The DJI struggles with anything close up, as you can see, and the Sony could do better if we had set it to macro. Then you can get really close, like this. Now let's try a more distant shot. All the filming is handheld. First the DJI, great colors and detail, nice and stable. The Sony gives the best cinematic feel, but holding it steady enough is a challenge. The iPhone, again, great stabilization, great detail. Let's zoom each camera to its max. We can't zoom the action camera, but we will show them all at the same zoom level, which we have done on our editing software. The iPhone will need brightening, as it's looking a bit dark now. We've zoomed in on the boat. This is the Sony at full camera zoom. Then we zoom in with our software so we can compare them all. Let's adjust the colors and see how the detail looks at this zoom level. As you can see, the Sony has the best detail, closely followed by the iPhone. The DJI, as we expected, does not hold detail at this level. So finally, we'll do a walk test. This is where we expect the DJI to excel. And sure enough, it's a super steady image. The Sony, not so good. Bear in mind all 3 cameras are mounted on the same stick. And the iPhone, sorry about the finger there, but great stabilization. Let's run them all through the image stabilizer on DaVinci. This can help with smoothing out the Sony clips. It's better, but not as good as the other two. So that's a little trick you can do if you want to salvage something that is not as smooth as you hoped it would be. So as I said, this can all be done on DaVinci, which is a super Free editing software? We shall be explaining how to get started and the basics of editing on this in a later episode. We like the Sony for its compactness, ease of use, the good zoom. It's great in low light, good quality sound, and you can get some real cinematic 4K footage with it. On the downside, the stabilization isn't great. You really gotta hold it steady or use a tripod, and the battery life is short. The DJI Action 4 is surprisingly good. Excellent stabilization, beautiful colors straight from the camera, very easy to use, long battery life, really good slow motion, and the sound quality was good for this type of camera. The downside is one fixed lens which is quite wide angle, and it's not great in low light. The iPhone has good stabilization, its cinematic setting gives a nice effect on close-ups. It takes great photos. However, we found we need to color grade the video when dropping into editing software, as the standard grade looked a bit off compared to the other cameras. So you really need to establish what you will be filming the majority of the time. If you are out and about vlogging, the DJI or iPhone on a selfie stick work great. We would favor the DJI, as you can carry a spare battery and SD card, and for that price you still have enough left to buy a decent phone, plus the 4K footage looks great. If you are aiming for a more cinematic look, or you're planning a podcast setup with a tripod, the Sony is a great choice and really packs a lot into a small camera. So what would we recommend for someone starting out? And what does a bird have to do with it? Well, just look how steady the bird's head is, while its body is buffeted by the wind. In camera terms, we could say its neck is like a gimbal. You want to keep your camera lens steady like the eyes of the hawk. You can get compact gimbals for your phone, which do just that. So if you already have a good phone, use it. And with the addition of a few accessories like a gimbal and microphone, you'll have a great setup to start making quality videos. A plug-in mic really will improve your phone's sound quality and is a worthwhile investment. Plus, get yourself a clip-on LED light. Your footage will be so much clearer in those low-light situations. There are many types to choose from and they are inexpensive. There are lavalier mics, which you can clip on your shirt. These are great if it is mainly your own talking you want to capture. So for around £100 or $140, you will have greatly enhanced the capabilities of your phone.
Say, Ben, I agree with that. But what if their phone doesn't have a great camera?
Well, thank you, Jacob. You can't really go wrong with an action camera like the DJI. It's very forgiving, easy to carry around, tough, waterproof, and affordable. GoPro also do a great range of action cameras. Just make sure you use a good quality SD card, like the SanDisk, get a spare battery, and a selfie stick that doubles as a tripod. You will find really useful. But if you're spending all your time filming inside, perhaps for a cookery show or crafting, you'll need something like the Sony. It will give you the clarity of close range, depth of field, and a more cinematic look. This was all shot with the Sony, handheld. Get creative with your camera. Don't film the entire thing from one angle on the tripod. Mix it up a bit. And this was shot on the iPhone in cinematic setting. If you found this useful so far, there is something you can do for us and it's completely free. Just hit that subscribe button and we can keep bringing you valuable information to help you grow your channel. So now let's run through a few little tips that will benefit you when you're starting out. Number 1, and this is important and it's something many people don't discipline themselves to do. After a day's filming, always upload your footage to another storage device and clear your SD card. There are several reasons for this. Firstly, it's surprising how quickly your camera or phone will end up storage full when filming in 4K. Secondly, if you have weeks of material filmed still on the device, and heaven forbid you lost your phone or camera, that could be really special material that you could never get back. And lastly, it will save you a lot of time when you come to edit your clips, if you can find them easily. That brings me to number 2 top tip, and one we see time and time again. Keep your camera or phone steady when filming, unless the scene specifically needs shaky movement for effect. Just look at the effort professional filmmakers go to get that smooth motion. Or use a tripod for a locked-off shot. This allows the viewer to focus on the scene's content, actors' performances, or specific details without the distraction of camera movement. And don't pan your camera too fast. It's tempting to try and get everything in quickly, but slow and steady helps avoid a jerky or juddering effect in the final footage due to the camera's movement between frames. See how much better this looks. So that wraps up this episode. Be sure to subscribe to our channel and check out our other videos for more useful nuggets of information, tips, and tricks to help you grow your channel.
Yeah, buddy.
Say, well done, Ben. That was a good episode.
Thank you, Jacob.